you also plan, and correct me if I'm wrong, Congresswoman, no, to ask the Supreme Court to clarify ano ba talaga yung day of reckoning, quote-unquote, Feb 5 ba talaga, Jan 14 ba talaga yung last day nung ban? How does a session day affect that? And then, what if hindi sumagot in a timely fashion yung Supreme Court? What do you plan?
Actually, it was expressly provided in the recent resolution na no more appeal, no more petition, no more motion, no? Which means that is final and executory already. So I don't know really how we are going to solicit a clarification from the Supreme Court, but I am hoping that somehow we will be able to find some ways kung paano ito maklaklaro ng Supreme Court, no? The confusion actually lies between the original decision and the recent resolution of the Supreme Court, no? Sabi dun sa unang decision, the 1-year prohibition period lapsed last February 5 of 2026, no? This February 5 of 2026,
Yes, ma'am.
no? Which will technically allow the second impeachment starting February 6 of 2026, no? Ano ba yung February 5? That is the date of filing of the impeachment complaint signed and verified by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House, no? Yun yung sabi doon sa original decision. However, comes the recent resolution. By implication, ang sabi nila, the filing of the first impeachment complaint, that was December 2 of 2024, is deemed an initiation for failure of the House of Representatives to take action within the period of 10
Yes, ma'am.
session day, no?
Opo.
So we counted 10th session day in accordance with their definition, which is
Jan 14, I
calendar
think.
days when there is a session of the House of Representatives should have ended last January 14
Yes,
of 2026, right? 2025.
2025. Opo.
Which technically will lapse on January 14 of 2026, correct?
Yes.
So, January 15 of 2026, technically speaking, naglapse na ang 1-year prohibition period and the second impeachment should be allowed already, no?
Oh,
But of
that's
course, we have...
why.
And in fact, ayun na nga siguro yung reason kung bakit dalawa yung nag-file today.
Bakit ang aga nila hindi sila
Correct.
nagitan ng February 6?
We have to invite the attention of the people also that the recent resolution of the Supreme Court was issued January 28 of 2026, no? Kaya ngayon lang nagkakaroon ng filing, but if the same was issued earlier, baka habulin pa nila yung January 15, which based on the resolution of the Supreme Court, expired na yung 1-year prohibition period. So the confusion actually lies on whether kailan ba talaga nag-expire. Was it will it expire on February 6 of 2026 or did it
January
expire
14.
already last January 14 of 2026, no? One more thing, Ed, no, and Sean. We have to consider also the definition of session day, no? Kasi under the old rule or the original decision of the Supreme Court, wala pang bagong definition ng session day. The practice of the House really is one session does not necessarily constitute one session day because it is possible that that is just a continuation
Or
of
suspension.
the practice
Yes, ma'am.
session. No?
Yes, ma'am.
Kapag suspension lang, then the succeeding session should be considered only as a continuation. So,
Yan
it
po.
is...
Tama, Kong. Yan yung laman ng motion for reconsideration nyo napasok Di ba? Yung sa kay VP Sara last year na impeachment. Kasi
Correct.
within 10 session days, counting pag sinabi, adjourn, tug-tug-tug, hindi sa suspensions, right?
Correct.
But now that binago na ng Supreme Court, I don't know if you've spoken to the Rules Committee kung i-adopt ba ito for everything or just for impeachment practices alone?
Sa akin lang to, Sean and Ed, no? Sa akin lang. From my end, as chairperson of the Justice Committee, I have always expressed my highest regard and respect to the Supreme Court, being the final arbiter of all controversies arising from the implementation and interpretation of the laws, no? For purposes of impeachment, I am inclined to adopt the new definition of session day. However, for legislative purposes, I think we should keep the original definition of session days, no? But of course, it is not for the Justice Committee to decide on this. We have the Committee on Rules, which takes care of the rules of the House of Representatives, subject, of course, to the approval of all the members of the House of Representatives.